Hi everyone who joined. So I'm going to start. I'll let Raquel make the introduction.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? It is great to see you all at this talk. Welcome to the first day of our design week, an event that everybody looks forward to see and enjoy, right? Thank you so much for being with us today. Before we start, I would like to remind you that you can use the chat here to interact with us. I will be reading all the comments and the questions. And you also can use Avenue Code Hub if you want to share your thoughts, questions, and more. There's these two channels we can use. Also, I will share the link to register your presence here in the chat, but attention, this link is also for the post-event service. So for now, you can open it and check it in. That's it. While you watch the talk, you can leave this page open in your browser, and after the talk, you can go back there to your browser and take the survey, okay? So there's two activities in the same link. First, you can just check in, and later, you can take the survey. Well, today we are going to learn more about how to create meaningful connections. Awesome subject here, right? With Nicolas Ribeiro. Nicolas, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Raquel. Thank you everyone for joining this my presentation. And I love this subject. Talk about design, and I've never found anyone talking about how it can enhance human connections, like relationships. So this presentation is for like leaders who want to bring the team together, or people who work on a product and want to create a community, and everyone who want to have meaningful connections. So a little bit about me. I'm Nicholas, for those who doesn't met me yet. I'm a graphic designer here at Avenue Code, and I love to talk about art. I love art, nature, all that stuff. I love. So let's start. First of all, what's design for you? Like, we have many subjects of design, like fashion design, interface design, and furniture design. So, what is design for you? I want to listen. Like, what do you think that design is? Give you like 1 minute. Problem solving. It's a great one.
Yeah, I think that it's about to be a problem solver and to create something that it's user centered, that comes from the user, and will be something that they will really use. So it's not about to have the aesthetics, but also have something that it had a good aesthetic, but also it's something that they will really use and help them in a certain kind of way.
Um,
Well, oh, you can go on, Amanda.
sorry, Nick. For me, design is about creating experiences. Um, it might not be that good for the user. Like in fashion design, sometimes you have uh, something like the prêt-à-porter. That's the thing that will go to actually the stores. And there's something. There are a few things that they cannot be used stores. They're pretty practical. So it's all about using your creativity and using the tools that you have to create something else, to create a solution. It might not be the best solution. It might not be super practical, but I think about innovation and experience and using your tools and your creativity to expand horizons and bring new things to life.
Well, thank you, Amanda. I can see that many people put here like problem solving. And when we think about solving a problem, it's not something that just design do. Like if you go to the doctor, you want to have your health problems solved. Or if you call on a firefighter, you want them to uh, solve some problem for you, like a fire or a cat on the top of a tree. So design, I like to think that is the art of projecting. And one of its dimension is like designating an object to a result intentionally, like is to convey a message or the thinking behind a furniture, like how it's gonna be used. So design for me is to project something, not just solve a problem, but also to think a lot of something. So why not to use it to unite people? If you want to know more about design, there is this presentation of Mario Ortega and Leila that will explain everything about design, and I highly recommend it for you. So smiles equals extra miles. When we think about happiness, and there's a lot of research that it can enhance productivity, creativity, it can make us ignore mistakes, decrease stress, and it's something that brands are using not just for the collaborators to be more productive, but also to their customers to build a community and to make it easier to sell. So, how can we use this design knowledge to bring people together? In this presentation, I want to summarize some concepts of brand design, graphic design, and all this to like help you to create these connections easier and more meaningfully. There are some references, and I really recommend you to visit this link of Delft Institute of Positive Design. You can learn a lot from it. So this is how it will work. Like we have three magic spices to build a meaningful connection through design. The first one is a shooting star. The second one, a hurt bird. And the last one, a good book and a pretty cover. If you have these three spices, you can like make great connections. So first of all, a shooting star. It's about research for connection. Like shooting star, we need to let people tell us their more sacred wishes. In design, the first process is to discover understand everything that surrounds this project. And these steps is when we talk about connection, is to become a shooting star. So let people tell you everything they want. Make this jar to hold all their wishes and let them tell you and try to not induce them to talk. Because if you induce them to talk, maybe you can put your own perception on them. And it's not what we want. We want to really listen what they want. What do they like? Do they enjoy? And their personal traits. interests, hobbies, everything you want to know. It's a great step to start with. So try to keep this information somewhere. If you're talking about teams or products or something like that, so save this information. Don't trust in your brain because it will always forget. The second step is a hurtbird. And when we talk about creating meaningful human connections, it's very important to give them the opportunity to become the hero. So let them help the hurt bird, give them the bandage, but don't heal the bird yourself. Let them do it. In design, this is the second step, like when you start to explore solutions. And you don't do it by yourself alone. You bring all those people together and you make workshops and try to brainstorm new ideas. And you don't do it alone. The more people here, the better. You don't work by yourself here. So listen out the solutions. And after that, you filter which one is good or bad, which one we can improve. So just listen and act like an interpreter. The words translated by you. So you just will like conduct them here. So that's it about the hurt bird. Let them help it, give them the bandage. The last step is a good book and a pretty cover. This is the last spicy. And after all that, after listening to them, after let them to be the hero, now you have a good story to tell. So you have written all this story together. You have the good content for a book, but you must give them the book in a pretty cover. And you don't need to do it by yourself, all by yourself. You can ask for help here, but it's important to materialize all these discoveries, all that you've learned until now here. And it's about to create something here. And you create this good book in a pretty cover. It's create something that they will held for years, like the story to tell. So it doesn't need to be expensive, but it needs to be meaningful. It's a souvenir, like you can. It's cheap, but it's there to remind them of you of this experience, and you can learn from a real case here. And the client, I had this mission to make stickers for the design team. And the first step was to listen, like things that they liked, things that I'm not an UX designer, but the team was most of UX designers. So I need to understand how this universe works and to take those words, those phrases, those quotes that will be meaningful for them, not just for me as a graphic designer. So the first step, the shooting star, I listened a lot, I researched a lot. After that, I've like made sketches and give them to vote which one they think it will be better. And after that, I gave the good story to tell. And that's it for my presentation. Do you have any questions we could share here? Okay, Gustavo.
Sorry, I misclicked.
Okay. So there's many cases in industry that make this kind of stuff, like to listen the public. Nike does it a lot. Apple. I've ever heard that from many Apple customers that they love this little sticker that come in the box when you buy a cell phone or a notebook. And it's the easiest thing. It's something very cheap compared to the main product, but it will give them a story to tell. Okay, Amanda, you can say.
Hi, I'm sorry. There was just huge airplane going by, and I couldn't hear a thing like you said. Okay. Now is everything okay? Everything's okay. Just have to say that being a Nutrien with you for the past few months has been amazing, because I really got to see what design can do to create unity and bring people together. Because it's not like you mentioned the stickers, but there are a lot of other things that you do with your design process that bring us all together as a team, such as creating our identity, which is amazing, our visual identity. And we have like our mugs and things like that. And not only that, but you're always trying to, through design, and I see that pretty clearly, that you're always trying to make us as designers engage more with each other and be more like a team, like think better as a team and be together as a team. So I have to say congratulations. It's been amazing working with you, like for real. I've never worked with a graphic designer before, and so it's been a quite intense journey and quite intense experience. And congratulations, Nick. That was really awesome. I learned a lot of things, especially the spices part. I thought it was pretty interesting because I never thought, I never heard of anything like this, like the design process, like the Powerpuff Girls. You know, you have to bring sugar, spice, and everything nice, and then you put your own twist to it. So yeah, thank you, Nick. Congratulations.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you so much for your words. I like blushing. No. You're amazing.
We still have 7 minutes before we close. So if you have any other comments or questions for Nick, we have this last minute.
Well, don't forget to like go on the form, give your feedback for me to improve. And thank you everyone for coming here and to listen. And that's it.
Good. Hey, Nick, thank you so much for your presentation and for sharing all of this with us today. I want to remind that everyone can use Ebony Code Hub to have your thoughts there. And see you in the next presentations. We have a lot more this week. See you there. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Congrats, Nick. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.